Okay, so today I decided to take a walk in the Norwegian skook, or the Norwegian jungle or forest. Yeah, it's a usual habit of the Norwegian. Uh, Take a walk, especially deep into the jungle, and they may talk they may walk hours and hours into the jungle, especially in the weekend, long weekend. So, yeah, so I thought today maybe the sun is not fully set because this is the typical summer situation. Now it's June 20th, so now it's 9 o'clock, 10 past 9, so it will be around 12 o'clock. The Actually, sun will never set, but around 12 o'clock, it will be a little darker. Still, you can read the books if you sit in the outside, but it will be little darker. But tomorrow is the longest daytime, around almost 20 hours. Then after that, tomorrow is June 21, 21st. Then it will be the daytime slowly it will be begin to reduce, but it will take at least 2-3 months to come into the full winter weather. uh, so the purpose of this channel I created to talk about uh, emerging markets, where we can emerging market or emerging industry where we can make a large scale up on the business, rather than we are doing the business for generations, like 30-40 years. So, in the market where it's growing 1% or lesser than 1%, even 2%, then we are stuck there for a generation. So that's why I thought to, I personally, for my own purpose, I study this for all time. And I observe the market, like emerging market, like it can be in Asia, it can be in Africa, it can be in South America, how fast these markets are moving. So I became really convinced when I see some interview of the business people who were involving in the business, especially in India, when the India become an open market and these businesses are start growing rapidly. So what we are looking for here, actually, the exact word I would say, rapid growth or booming, if I want to tell it in very openly, it's an explosive growth. The growth happening in one country or one region, or in at least one product segment, in a very rapid phase. The speed is not usual in the normal business scenario. So we can think about like countries now. If you see it, what are the fast growing economies in the world, then you will get the list of countries like Ethiopia, Rwanda, Guyana in the top now. Then other countries will come, like top 10 countries. So these are the countries are actually is a running water. It's to explain it very simply. You are sitting in the boat. The water below there is running toward the direction you want to go. So you don't need to paddle, or you need to paddle on for only for the direction where the boat have to go. Otherwise, it's moving forward. It is progressing. Or if I want to say in another word, let's imagine a car going in a highway around 200 kilometers per hour. One flies inside the car, is flying. Now the car is travel more than 100 kilometers on the speed of 200 kilometers per hour in a half an hour. This flies, which is flying inside the car, also taken by that car. It didn't get hit on the window, so it didn't get hit in the door. It flies where it's flying, but inside the car. But it is moving towards the car because the air also moving with that. So which is moving that flies. So our economy, our growth of the business, if we start the business, the growth of the business have to be taken by these external forces. Of course, we need to put our own effort. We need to have a business plan. We need to have a financial discipline, and we have to turn up every day. We have to work hard. But these are the things everyone can do. Growth can be very traditional way, but in order to, if you are putting the same effort, if you are stay in the same discipline, but still you need to have a bigger growth, then the market you are doing the business have to grow. So let's say, okay, now you are saying about the countries Guyana, Ethiopia, India, but these are the countries. Okay, here's one bird. Okay, it's started to listen what are the emerging market. Okay, so uh, so we don't have the access for these markets, or we are not near to these countries. So and what are the options we have? We have to think about the regions. Sometimes within the country, not the entire market will grow, entire country will grow, but some segment, some regions are growing fast than any other regions. For example, take now Johor, which is the one state in the Malaysia, which is near to the Singapore, where now they are last 2 years before they had a new economical agreement. There, Singapore and Johor will have an open economy, special economy zone, and to accelerate that, now they are opening the rapid transit service where the metro train will run every 5 minutes. So these region are sitting within the two developed economy, and two major things happened. The policy change has happened, which is the economic zone, and the new rapid transit system is coming. So this region is going to grow um, faster than any other region. So if we don't have access to the countries, the emerging market, then we have to look for these regions. In the same way, so let's say, okay, country like I am living now, I don't have any region nearby, any country nearby. then what is the option I have to participate this emerging economy? Then we have to look for a emerging product or emerging industry. These emerging industries are enabled by some external factor. So I will tell you one example. Recently, these Korean foods become very famous. Since I am participating in retail sector, so I know that the growth of that is explosive. Especially the ramen noodles, brands called Samyang and Nongchim, and after that the dumplings and all that. So I see that these whoever participated at the beginning of that trend made a lot of fortune. Then who made that, who made that growth long term for them? Whoever got the dealership for that region, for especially whoever got the region for the dealership for Samyang noodles in the Europe region or the Scandinavian region, and they have, the rapid growth. So these kind of growth in particular food product, the food industry is a very traditional industry, but one product segment is growing than the normal in the industry. So this Korean food started to have explosive growth because of the social media trend. Like spicy noodles challenge, and because of this social media content. Then the TV serials, Netflix series like Squid Game and all that, made it, this boost the growth. So this is the one example. Then this is an example by external factor which is made the growth. So let's see now. The recent example is the Hormuz Strait is closed. The fuel becoming very expensive. So what happened? What was happening and what is happening now? The countries where they don't have a purchasing power to buy the electric car, they are start to buy the electric motorbike. So whoever got these dealerships, because electric motorbike companies, especially in Asia countries, it's not all the branded are produced by the established brands. So some exclusive motorcycle producers come only for producing electric bikes. They were stagnant in the market, last year, because people, there is no brand uh, value for them. So they are new for them. But this external factor, that shortage of fuel and the price increasement of the fuel, made them this product to grow faster. Is booming in some countries. So this is made by external factor, where the geographical factor made that. During the corona lockdown, I know some grocery delivery companies. They were struggling very much. They are about to be bankrupt. Then the corona lockdown comes. Then that 2 years, their growth is very aggressive. And whoever reacted and started immediately, they also started to grow. Then they cement that growth and they diversify, and they realize, okay, this growth cannot be forever. So they diversify, and they are big companies in the market now. Yesterday I watched a video from one of the spices exporter from India. So he is already the big exporter, but he used to have a big stock in the his warehouse. Sometimes it is good for him, sometimes bad for him. what happened during the corona lockdown, the bigger market like USA want a big chunk of ginger, turmeric, ginger powder, turmeric, curcumin, and the pepper in the large portion, because people start to think that this is never going to end, the corona never going to end. So people have to have their own immunity and increase the immunity. They have to take these, foods along with their food. So the big order come to him, like millions of millions dollar. Then he able to deliver that because he already in that business. But before that, he didn't have that growth. He was a traditional wholesale seller. Then he able to deliver that. Now he's become one of the largest spice exporter in India. So, uh, if you are participating in business or if you are about to participate in business, so we have to look for these uh, subsectors or the product variety or the region. The region is better because that is you have a more um, more guarantees. Like let's say, if you are participating in the country where it's growing fast and where you choose the industry, let's say if the country is growing, definitely they are going to build a lot of buildings. The middle class start to grow. They are going to build the houses. So the construction material is going to be grow. So within that construction material, maybe cement will grow in some countries. Maybe cement will not grow in some countries because their wood may be the cheaper, or their way of building houses not based on the cement. So what would be the fast growing product segment? Maybe the bathroom toilet equipment or toilet seats or kind of. Now this is for example. So then you have a multiple layer of guarantee that your country economy, that the economy you are participating is growing faster than anywhere in the world. Then you are participating in the industry which is growing fast. Then you are dealing with the product that is highly demanded. So this how the millionaires are made. Recently, I watched one of the billionaire from Africa. He's an Indian. He become a billionaire within 5 years. How? He accidentally started to sell the electronic gadgets into the African market, especially TV, uh, mobile phone. So that time, the smartphone, especially the cheaper smart telephone, is needed. So he came with a cheaper version and started boom. If he could have come with that product in Europe, he would have failure, because in that kind of cheap option in Europe or any other Western market, they don't need it. But also they have a lot of options. So this is the thought I I get it, because otherwise what will happen if you start to think in a traditional way, we will sit for a generation and generation. Let's say the country I am living now, Norway, the smaller businesses, um, um, to become a big business, to employ 100 people, you need a 3 generation, because the growth is stable but very very limited. There is no room for a explosive growth. But once you become that much big, after 3 generation, 2 generation, 60 years, 70 years, 80 years, then you are almost monopoly, because unless any policy changes come in the market, there is nobody going to come and beat you. Because country like small country like Norway with the 5 million, of course the bigger companies, Walmart or anybody will not come and pump in the money and start to fight with you, because they will obviously look for a bigger market. So this is my thinking, to accelerate the growth. Of course, we are going to work. We are going to put everything the normal businessman have to do, have to put. But the external factor is matter anything, any more than our effort. So yeah, I think mosquitoes. Yeah. So I am finishing today here. So let's share your comments below there. Thank you.